Darvin, as you kind of catch your breath from that one, what stands out the most from the end of the fourth quarter and on into overtime that made the difference for you down the stretch?
Just the way we attacked each possession on both sides of the ball. We had a next play, refuse to quit mentality. I'm so proud of our guys, man, the way we fought. We always told them since day one, we want to be the most competitive together ball club. For 48 minutes or however long it takes, and today we took 53. But again, us just figuring out a way, finding a way. Everybody's pulling in the same direction. And shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies, man, a hell of a ball club. Hell of a ball club. We knew we were going to have our hands full with those guys facing the deficit. And so, we had some moments in the game that weren't too pretty. But again, we just kept chipping away possession by possession. Didn't get discouraged, didn't fall apart. Again, had some unfortunate segments. But for the most part, guys came together and dug our heels in the sand when it came time to make the right plays.
Darvin, I'm not sure how often you want LeBron taking charges like that on the court, but can you talk just about his will to win tonight and doing all of the little things that he did?
He understands the timing of everything. The known of what happened yesterday and the unknown of tomorrow, it makes him even more entrenched in today, into the moment. And all of his travels, all of the phenomenal things he's accomplished, again, he still has that passion, that grit to want to be on top and to want to put his team in position the right way to be successful. And that's what you saw, 20 rebounds, 15 defensive rebounds. The plays, him communicating with the coaches, him communicating with his teammates, trying to figure out not his way or somebody else's way, but the best way for us to go about, giving ourselves a chance to win. And, that's just who he's been his entire career. That's who he's been, all about making the right play, whether it's for himself or someone else. Understand that in order for us to get all of our other guys to do and make the right plays and sacrifice themselves, he has to be at the top of that list, and that's what those charges represent. Him doing whatever it takes to put us in a position to succeed.
Darvin, after game two, after game two, AD said that if I play like this, we can't win. How did you guys survive an off night from him offensively? And then secondly, you mentioned LeBron sort of his will to win 80 huge baskets, I think a tip, and then kind of hustle play to start every time. How big was that for him to get something out of tonight?
Those are huge, and no matter what happens in the game, you got to continuously look forward. You got to look forward to the next possession. As long as there's possessions left in the game, you cry, you moan over certain things that's not going your way, and that frustration, that stress can bleed into 3, 4, 5 of the next play. So you got to have a short memory in terms of things that are happening. Obviously, and specifically the negative things that you may experience during the course of a game and a playoff game, and he just kept fighting through. And other guys had to step up and chip in. We saw Brian in his closing performances doing everything on both sides of the ball. I got to give a huge shout out again to D'Angelo Russell. We were flailing at best offensively, and he was able to catch fire. And man, he put us on his back offensively and put us back in position to have a chance to close the gap, eclipse it, and walk away with the win. If D'Lo doesn't play the way he played, we don't win this game.
Another one on AD, what's the medical staff saying how he's been hanging in with the slip issues?
Well, he's hanging in there, man. It's definitely hurting, but it's something that's not, something that's going to keep him out. We just have to manage it the best we can, and it's constant around the clock treatment.
Darvin, you just mentioned D'Lo, but those 3 threes in the middle of the fourth before he fouled out, how critical was that stretch of the game? And he had kind of been having a quiet game up to that point, and he just unleashes with those 3.
It was huge. He laughs and he jokes. it's like, he said, I can miss 5 more, I can go turn around and make 10 more. And I was actually thinking about that as he was knocking them down. But, you know, just him just staying ready to be aggressive, staying ready in attack mode. We need that. Just like we needed Vando's energy early, and Vando knocked down a couple corner threes. You know, his presence, his activity on the job. It's obviously not an easy matchup by any stretch of the imagination. And Dennis's his performance defensively with Ja. I mean, we just got contributions from all over the place, and you know, D'Lo again right at the top of that list, along with Bron and several others that allowed us to get in a position to come out on top.
Yeah, Darvin, you after all this time, you find yourself amazed at LeBron. Do you ever say wow while you're watching him?
Oh, absolutely. But at the same time, we can always get better. And when we break down our film, see things during the point of the game, clips we watch at halftime, you know, he's not perfect. You know, sometimes there's breakdowns, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that can quickly recalibrate and not make the same mistake twice. And so, and some of it is fatigue. I mean, just you know, we're pushing them hard. They're playing more minutes. You know, obviously overtime game. But this is what it's about. This is what the load management is about. You know, for these guys to be able to exert themselves at a higher level at this time of the year. But you know, he's nothing short of amazing, man. But it doesn't surprise me. You know, if you watch him every day and see how he prepares, then you know he's putting himself in the best position to be not just available to play or to play, you know, well in stretches, but to be elite at the top of the list in terms of, you know, how he performs for his team. So, yes, it's really, really special. I don't take it for granted to be in this position to be able to coach it.
Darvin, I think you used the term Swiss Army knife glowingly about LeBron in the past, because obviously he has so many skills he brings to the game, but just the way he adapted his approach tonight, taking charges, 20 rebounds for the first time in his entire career, playoffs and regular season included. How do you see him, you know, kind of cater his approach to the opponent, to what the game calls for?
No, he audibles, man, and like he's a high IQ basketball player. That's why he is who he is, and he's been able to be, you know, at such a high level for so long. Once he figures out what's going on, who the matchups are, what the matchups are, who we want to try to go at, he's great about coming up with the plays and sets that is going to expose that. So he's constantly thinking the game. He's constantly looking at what are the matchups, coverages. Definitely forthcoming about whenever he needs to get subbed out real quick or should take a timeout or not. The communication is constant with him. So, and you need that. You know, it's got to be a collaborative effort between the coaches and the players in order for us to extract the best possible resources we can out of our ball club. So yeah, he was doing that. That was on full display tonight as well. And that shot between his first time 20 rebounds. That's huge. And again, the rebounding, the little things. We said in the huddle, 3 areas. You know, we wanted to try to get under control against this team, and that was transition defense, our defensive rebounding, and also getting great looks when we have the ball, not being loose with the ball. Our ball security was imperative to us trying to get, you know, a win tonight. And down the stretch, the latter stages of the fourth, and definitely over time, I felt like we did all 3 of those.
Coach, it's been a long time since this building felt like this for a Lakers game. What has it been like on the court, feeling these fans' energy from the play-in game and now through the first 2 home games here?
No, it's been nothing short of amazing. You can tell they're absolutely 1,000% vested in this team. And, you know, we're going to try to do our due diligence and everything in our power to make sure that doesn't change, to give them something to scream and cheer and be proud of, you know. And it's beautiful, man. You know, I was here once upon a time starting out my NBA coaching career. So I've seen what this building can be and what it can be like in these circumstances. And again, we're just happy and we're thrilled that we can be in a position to have them come out and be extremely proud of the purple and gold.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Austin will be